Being relatively close neighbours to China, India has been struck with a fair few cases of the coronavirus. Even though each death is a sad case, thankfully there's only been 150 cases of the coronavirus deaths in the country. The government has taken immediate action by placing the country into lockdown and also making sure each citizen abides by the law to prevent further cases of COVID-19. Now, India is one of the few countries which has opted to ban all flights, domestic and international, in a bid to contain the virus. This has put considerable pressure on airlines, which are hoping for government intervention soon, like Europe. So the question everyone is asking, when will airlines in India return to their full capacity? Well, the first step in recovery will be to allow airlines to start flying once again. Only once airlines begin operating flights will we be able to judge the demand for air travel. Until now, airlines haven't indicated any plans for permanent capacity cuts, which is a positive sign of hope for the industry's recovery. In terms of when current flight restrictions will be lifted, well, we've had some indication from the government. India's Civil Aviation Ministry recently allowed carriers to accept bookings for domestic flights after the 14th of April, which is a sign that flights could be back in the air soon. However, rumours about a possible lifting of the ban were quickly put to bed by the minister himself. For now, there seems to be no indication as to when domestic travel will resume. Once carriers can fly once again, it will be the passengers' demand which will govern any further decision. Airlines such as Lufthansa are predicting that the market will be smaller for a while, but others are anticipating that demand will bounce back as the virus soon subsides. But in India, airlines seem to be predicting the latter, as they avoid laying off staff in hopes that they'll be needing them soon again. Airlines could reverse course on this decision in the case that flights are unable to operate for an extended period. According to Kappa, predictions are that airlines could lose up to 1.75 billion if they remain grounded until June. Indigo and SpiceJet could rack up 1.25 billion in losses in the first half of the year, and these figures highlight the severity of the situation, and any further growth or losses will depend solely on demand. Now, one of the most important steps in the recovery process is the government providing support to airlines. With no flights in the air, airlines have negligible revenues but sky-high costs to absorb, including paying staff and maintaining their fleets. In order to ensure that the industry survives, the government will have to provide a major aid with a long-term support. Now, Kappa predicts that airlines will need 3 stages of relief, beginning with emergency cash infusions to meet costs, then offering deferred or waived airport charges and taxes, and finally providing lines of credit for airlines and even grants if necessary. While this is the ideal plan for airlines, the government may attach some requirements, such as banning layoffs before handing out money. It's also worth noting that the government is yet to give out details of any bailout, as the previous seems to be shelved for now. So a total decline in fleet size over 20% is expected by the end of April, which is the highest reduction in regions where the virus has already spread rapidly: Western Europe, Asia Pacific, China and North America. But that number is expected to rise globally for the year. Like previous shocks to aviation, many aircraft that are not already in storage are expected to see lower utilization. A period of many years may be required to recreate the close to 28,000 aircraft fleet that existed at the beginning of 2020, even if travel demand returns at a quicker pace than currently expected. But despite record order books, the financial uncertainties caused by COVID-19 are expected to compel airlines to defer or cancel new aircraft deliveries. In the months after 9/11, new aircraft orders decreased, cancellations increased, and the pace of commercial deliveries dropped throughout 2002 and 2003. As a result of COVID-19, we're expecting a more significant and immediate reduction, with operators deferring or even cancelling deliveries where possible, until at least the third quarter of 2020 and possibly longer. And this will include some of the 737 MAX aircraft delayed by the 2019 grounding of the jet by many agencies. So overall speaking, India's aviation recovery will be led by passengers and their willingness to travel. While the government and the airlines can facilitate this process to be as smooth as possible, but at the end of the day, without passengers, no airline can survive in the long run. So there you go, captains. If you have any thoughts or opinions regarding this matter, then do share them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more aviation videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.